there was a clip or something that I just wanted to find it quickly without having to watch adverts, and it was blocked. So I went to a bypass sort of VPN type thing that wasn't blocked, and it had porn ads, and this is where I saw the Scooby-Doo hentai that scarred me for life. I can still picture Scooby-Doo entering their...
No. And after a non-hateful break, welcome back. I'm SW3 Ishida, no longer hateful.
And I'm DevilboyScooby, still a bit resentful. But not as resentful as Dingodile looks.
with a flamethrower pointed directly at Coco's head.
Why is he talking through his teeth?
I'm the street champion here, and I'm gonna say, boy, for a size of here, guys.
I like how this was made in like 2000, and yeah, it's got worse animation than Crash Bandicoot 1.
Such perfect lip syncing.
Why the hell did Coco just say ow? I don't know whether it's to do with the emulator or just the game.
You mean the disc is skipping? Yes.
Yeah, yes I do. Well, it was a fucking nightmare to get it working, to be fair. More of a nightmare than I thought Wrath of Cortex would be. Welcome back to I Get Bombed. Well, this series is the bomb.
Welcome back to Bomb Bandicoot.
Welcome back to Bombercoot. where basically I run around not knowing what I'm doing, and Black Fox sort of kicks bombs in my direction and flukes a victory. This is frustrating, because there's only so many places you can go on this map anyway, and that is being further limited by the bombs that he's... Right, that was bullshit. Oh, apparently boosting into the... Oh, fuck. Boosting... It's nice to have a god that saves you, isn't it? Cue deep religious conversation amongst viewers.
Yep. The comment section's going to flare up now, clearly.
What's it like in... Are you currently in Brummyville or near the sea? Spinnaker Towery place?
Brummyville or Pompeyland?
Yes.
Well, currently in Brummyville, it's rather nice.
That was bullshit.
Oh, okay, then it's not nice.
No. Well,
fine, don't ask if you don't want to hear the answer.
I feel like 3 laps is actually too much to give us a fighting chance.
You think?
We don't have a fighting chance, essentially.
Would it be any better to just have the 1 lap?
Yes. Because that way I could boost in front of him and then just not let him take me over. Like Taiwan. in no way whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't really know how that connects. I have to admit.
They're independent at the moment, I think, and they won't let China take them over. No matter how much bullying. I read Tom Clancy, which is a factual history book about China. It's not. Although it does deal with the one-child policy in a I feel in a kind of biased way that I wasn't too happy about, actually, because I'm sure they had their reasons, but I don't think it was his place to call it a barbaric war. Topical discussion, well, not topical because he's dead, but that book was released 14 years ago.
Such in-depth discussion of historiography. What better place for it than Crash Team Racing?
Welcome to DevilboyScooby's Book Club. Special guest this week, without knowing, is SW3 Ishida.
Special conscript SW3 Ishida.
This is where AI cheats, and now he boosts back into the lead, despite me constantly boosting for the entire... Yep, see what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Bollocks. That was partially my fault.
Yes, it was.
But it was partially gravity's fault.
That too.
And gravity is the enemy. We'd be able to float into space if it wasn't for gravity. Oh wait, that's not a good thing, is it? So, thank you, gravity.
It's perhaps a bad example.
Well, without gravity, people wouldn't be able to commit suicide.
Without gravity, Danton Kier might have proceeded past the first round of the Series 7 semi-finals.
Less controversial joke. Actually, that's probably more controversial than people taking suicide. Because I'm sure there are actually fans of Danton Kier out there.
Say goodnight.
I don't want to. Oh, fuck off. I need more alcohol.
This is going spectacularly.
Yeah.
You're mine.
No, I had high hopes that this wouldn't take too long.
Well,
Do you know what's the problem with these bombs is it takes forever to recover from them.
yes.
So he's halfway in front. By the time you finally stop getting hit, it's because he's insurmountable. Right, let's try the strong and silent tactic, but that, even though it never works. You can do the racing commentary approach, that sort of works. Hang on a minute. How come he
What?
can fire them backwards? And yet
Because
I fire them forwards?
he cheats.
You're mine.
Touche. What bullshit? Okay, I will stop speaking except for curses.
Yeah.
You can do commentary. Fuck.
So you get Coco Team Radio on one hand and poor racing commentary on the other.
Yes.
Alright, so Coco boosts into the lead, very, very quickly drifts into the corner, but goes very wide and that allows Pinstripe to take the lead. Pinstripe now with, for some reason, unlimited amounts of bombs, constantly throwing them out of the back of his car without even removing his hands from the steering wheel. That's quite an impressive feat. However, he's managed to maintain the lead. Coco now takes a suspiciously tight line throughout the corner. Now suddenly much closer to Pinstripe. However, Pinstripe has an expertly placed bomb. And now Coco's left wheeling again. Coco makes the corner. We can just see from onboard Coco cam that Pinstripe is just in the lead. The bombs are still flying now. And with one rocket shot that misses, Coco's still trying to gain the lead. Gets into the slipstream, gets hit by a bomb again. Pinstripe, the absolute dead-eye shot with his no-handed bombs. And now, quite how he's doing this is actually quite remarkable. He could be a very talented racer on his own with that kind of dexterity, even though he's not using his hands. And Coco really just losing it now, goes way wide into the apex of one corner and then to the inside of the next. Tries and fails to dodge the bombs again, gets hit by a double whammy, although doesn't seem as fazed by the second one for some inexplicable reason. Invincibility frames are an important factor to realistic racing after all. And then we go on to the boost pads. Coco's still trying to drift through the corners, takes a usually tight line and manages to go off the circuit.
Yeah, right.
Can only make her fall further behind Pinstripe. Coco again still weaving to avoid bombs, now throwing bombs of her own, presumably also with no hands, like an absolute pro.
Watch your back.
These two very skilled bombers really may have picked the wrong profession here, I feel.
They should be professional terrorists.
Professional grenadiers.
That was my only contribution.
Yeah. Thank you, Coco Cam. We have a direct link to Coco's Team Radio,
Coco
which
has a
is
suddenly masculine voice.
suspiciously no longer in Welsh as well, I've noticed, but Coco's still struggling to really make the turn, and she's really just lost track of Pinstripe now. I wonder how well this tactic of silence on one end, commentary on the other is really working when we realise that Pinstripe is in fact the best grenadier in the entire world at this point.
Team Coco,
However-
Dim Shoned Cymraeg.
Yes,
Mine
and I'm
Team
sure there will
Coco.
be subtitles in the main broadcast on that one. And Coco does take a very tight line and does manage to maintain the lead. Now it's a case of whether or not she can stay in the lead, and if not, if she can avoid the huge rush of bombs coming towards her. However, Coco drifts through, takes a very nice balanced line, gets that apex very well, hits the following apex very well. It's a very good chicane here from Coco. She's performing very well for these few corners. Now on, up the hill. This makes a nice turn again, getting very central line. Onto the boost pads, through the chicane, and then around the hairpin like an absolute pro. It's an expert line here. Does it again, stays very close to the inside, and crosses the line to win the race, despite the expert grenadiering the Pinstripe. So it did work.
Eventually. Oh dear. Well, now we get on to, hopefully, please God, hopefully, the final warp room.
Devil Scooby Boy, blah blah blah.